everyone. I got a package. I got it from my family. They sent me some watercolor supplies. So I wanted to just sort of share with you what I got. I've never really done watercolor. I've done pastel and pen and marker work and lots of other arts, but never really watercolor. It's sort of intimidating to me, really. Here we go. We're gonna try it. Show you what I got. First thing I got is this brush. Yeah, it seems like it came with this little, I don't know, tongue depressant. It's supposed to be a pretty good brush. It's a Cotman 666 is the number, 1 stroke, Winsor Newton, 10 millimeters. So that's that. Give you a look at that over there. The next thing I got was watercolor paper from Strathmore. It's the 400 series cold press, 15 sheets. This is all new to me and I'm excited to try it out. There's that. Check her out. And a little brush. Cool. Then I got 3 watercolor sets. This one is Shades of Summer. It says it has sap green, bismuth yellow, cobalt teal, permanent green pale, and scarlet pyrrole, is I think how you pronounce that. And you can see all those really pretty colors. Check that out. I'll slide that on in. Slide that back on in here. Next one is the Marinescape watercolor set, made with honey for richer color and prevents hardening. Marinescape, pull those colors out. Ultramarine blue, otherwise known as open water blue. Azo orange or spinnaker orange, Prussian blue or mariner blue. Permanent alizarin crimson, I think I'm pronouncing that right, or portside red, and then raw sienna or sunset gold. I got those colors, pretty rich. And put that right there. Lastly, I have the quinacridone, I don't know how to pronounce that, quinacridone quintet watercolor set. Again, this was also from Engram. We have nickel, quinacridone gold. It's really gonna make me get this word right. Quinacridone red and rose and rust and violet. If I'm mispronouncing that, let me know below. Check that out. It's really rich, warm colors. We'll see what comes of that. I appreciate you kind of coming along this journey, and I am trying to get more subscribers, build a community to have conversations about art and artistry and nature and God. If you're interested in any of these conversations, please subscribe, like this video, comment, let's have conversation, let's build community. Thanks again. Hey y'all, it's Hannah. I am trying a voiceover. We will see how this goes. I have been trying to get back into sketching, and the last couple of times I did that, I used a black pen, and this time I'm going to be using, or this time I used rather, some colored pencil. So I think it turned out well. I enjoyed using the colored pencil because it turned out to be a more colorful product. Just an overall more enjoyable experience for me. I did octopi. Octopi are one of my favorite animals. They are fun to draw, in my opinion, with these sweet little spirals and tiny little sucker cup details. and their expressive little faces. I love octopi. They're one of my favorite animals, which I think I already said. I also just watched, within the last couple months, my octopus teacher, and it was an awesome documentary, and I highly recommend it to anybody. Get your tissues prepared and prepared to be surprised by how good the documentary actually is. There were a couple of octopi I did that I really enjoyed, and a couple of them that I just thought were silly. So it was a fun little practice. Generally, what I do when I'm just looking for inspiration on how to doodle, I look up other people's doodles. All of art really refers back to itself, so there's no shame in looking up what somebody else has done and making it your own. So that's what I did. I'm gonna leave you here to enjoy some more of this music, and I'll check back in later. I'm about to begin drawing my second favorite octopi that I did. My first favorite one is that first purple one I did right there. I really love the eyes. It's just cute and whimsical, and this one is a little bit more accurate, lifelike. I don't know. It has these kind of protruding eyes, and it just seems more serene and peaceful and lovely to me. I really liked this one, and the color I used is also my favorite color, so pretty serendipitous. I noticed that when drawing octopi for me, that you really can kind of, when you initially make the legs, do really whatever you want with it. The directionality of the legs kind of comes in as a second step in the drawing of an octopus, because the suckers really show what the movement of the legs are, or which side of the legs are showing, and so you can be creative when you draw the legs, but you can also be creative with the suckers and the suggestion of movement, and the spiraling qualities just kind of make themselves. So that was nice. Yeah. So this is my favorite one. I will again leave you to listen to the rest of this music and check back in later. Me again. Hello. I wanted to kind of give you a heads up as to what is next. I am going to use this current octopus that I am working on and start playing with some of the watercolor supplies that I showed you earlier. So stay tuned for that. It is my first watercolor in quite some time, literally probably since middle school. As I said before, I am by no means a watercolorist, but it brings me joy. So I'm trying it out and sketching, doing these, series doodles or whatever they're called prior to painting was actually really helpful in terms of giving me the confidence. There's something to me, I guess, about using paint that seems more permanent or more risky or things like that, and so being able to build up my confidence while doodling was really helpful and made painting more enjoyable. And I'm not a painter or really a visual artist, but it helped me make the time more enjoyable by going into it with a plan and sort of an understanding of my subject and all those good things. So if you are a little cautious like I am when you pick up a paintbrush, try doing a bunch of fun doodles first and see what you come up with. We are nearing the end of this particular doodle sesh. Thanks for drawing with me. I looked up a bunch of little ocean doodles and threw some shells and fish and greenery in there and had a lot of fun. Alright, so we are where I start my painting. Again, I'm referring back to that beautiful blue octopus in my estimation to do my initial sketch. I'm using a cardstock, and I made a mistake and drew this very lightly, and then you'll see later I do sort of a darker blue wash. This is the first time I'm using these paints, so it's sort of a surprise to me the way they turned out on the cardstock. And I was told later by an actual watercolorist that it is always best to do light to dark and back to front, and you sort of negotiate what you do first with the spaces that you're going to need to keep light in mind. He also set me up, or taught me how to sort of put the paints in the tray and all that stuff. That's how my first sort of wash came out. I ended up adding more color, and the pencil markings that you see now, I actually had to go back in later and paint. This part actually turned out to be a happy little accident because I was playing with water, which is what you do in watercolor, and as you'll see a little later on, as I added more water to it, the pigment receded to the right and the left sides of the head of the octopus. That just created this really lovely shading. I actually mixed 3 different colors to get this indigo-y shade, and they start to kind of, I don't know, like show up nicely, not totally uniformly. So I think here might be where I'm adding that water and then sort of dragging it out of the head of the octopus to use it in the legs. So yeah, just stuff I'm learning as I go along. We can't be perfect at everything. So yeah, I will bid you adieu for now and check back in later. And for my last check-in of the video, hi, hello. I hope you enjoyed your time with me today. I had a lot of fun making this. I'm not done. I didn't finish this by the time I threw together this video. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Please, another reminder to subscribe. I want to build a community where we, talk about art and hikes and nature and creation, creator, created, all that stuff. So please click subscribe and stay tuned for more stuff. I do vlogs and hiking videos with artists and stuff like that. So I put suckers on the little sucker. It's red, a ruby red color, and darkened the area around the eyes to sort of make it stand out. Against my better judgment, I used, paint to do the eyes instead of a pen. So she's not done yet. I still have some highlights to do. But anyway, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you soon.